Okay, so the wanker, who calls himself a pastor, Toby Adeboyega, his real name, who was facing deportation, who lost his immigration tribunal late last year, about a year ago. He's still not been deported because you know how these immigration things go. You know how immigration lawyers work. They're going to be able to drag it. But he entered the UK illegally at 25 years old in 2005. The immigration system failed us. Well, Pastor Toby has been given 48 hours by Ache, you know, and that was music to my ears when I first saw that. It was music to my ears because this guy has been getting away with this for way too long. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know the disgust that I have for this guy and his organization. He runs a church. Well, he calls it a church. It's not a church. It's a cult called SPAC Nation. It was established in 2013. And they have had multiple allegations of fraud. They were investigated for fraud. Hold on a second. It was here in this article. It says it. And in one of my last videos about Pastor Toby, just search Tankz Pastor Toby and watch it, where I go in detail about what the Charity Commission found with his charity. And they ended up actually banning him and banning a few of his affiliates from being directors of charities after, you know, but because this thing, fraud, we already know fraud is so hard to prove. He's good at this. But he's running a cult. He recently had his birthday party, and shame on M24. Shame on M24 for going to this birthday party. You know, I love M24, bro, but come on, man. How are you supporting this guy? This guy is a cancer to the black community in the UK. And technically, he's not even a part of the UK black community because he's here illegally. All right, he's here illegally. Does this look like a pastor's birthday party? And look, you got the sisters lost, man. You got the sisters lost. And this is another way how they draw you in. This is another way that they draw you in, guys. It's another way that they draw you in. You know, they get attractive women. Oh, come and join my church. I fell for that one before. I
love East Side, I love West Side, but I'm from Peckham.
This is cult activity. They worship him like he's God. And what makes it so evil and why I despise this guy is because this is the lowest of the low. You're using religion to get people to join your cult, to get people to give you money to fund your lifestyle while they might be struggling. But the brainwashing is so freaking strong that you'll have people giving you, I forgot what it's called, where they give you 10% of their wage. That goes directly to the church. It goes directly to him. Goes straight to this guy. Now we're going to take a look at this video where she talks about SPAC Nation, but there was another video that I saw on TikTok that I couldn't find. And he talks about how SPAC Nation have now changed their tactics. They're now using different tactics to draw people in. Are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready for this? So he's an upcoming rapper, right? He was an upcoming rapper and he was brought there on false pretenses. Now, I need people to understand. Andrew Tate, even though he hasn't been convicted of anything yet, most of his charges were brought up on the fact that he brought girls to Romania under false pretenses. That's fraud. You're misrepresenting yourself. It's fraud. So he brought this guy there and he brought a bunch of other people there who didn't know it was anything to do with SPAC Nation on the premise of, yeah, you're going to come and perform your song. You're going to get a chance to perform, get some experience performing, get some new people to hear your music. Even if it's a crowd of 500 people, if 2 people listen to your music, word of mouth, it's a start. It's what you do. So he turns up to the church. I'm just going to paraphrase everything he said. He turns up to the hotel where it was. He's networking with guys. He's like, yeah, but he doesn't realize more than half of the people there are from SPAC Nation. All right. They direct them into this hall. In the hall, there are like church-like seats. It's like a freaking Sunday service. All right. He's like, what is going on here? And he hears SPAC Nation and he says, when SPAC Nation was mentioned, like 15 people left straight away. But he stayed because he wanted to wait until he could perform his music. He stayed there for like 2 freaking hours. Right? He stayed there for 2 hours. He ended up leaving. And then he ended up getting told to come back because he'd be able to perform. He wasn't able to perform. The whole reason they had that event is to try and draw more people in to their scam cult. And once you're in the cult, they find that they take control of your finances. They know all the ways. They know all the ways. Any fresh 18-year-old comes in, fresh 21-year-old, yep, they can get approved for this loan, this loan, this loan, and you got to pay to the church. Why do you have to pay to the church? Because God loves you. This is what they'll say. This is how they'll frame it. God loves you. You're part of the church. You know, you need to support the church. You need to support the people. Meanwhile, you'll have Toby Adeboyega going out and buying the most expensive microphone in the world. Now, do I even need to explain how this doesn't even make sense, bro? Because people like this who are so fucking shallow, right? Who are so fucking shallow that they need to spend money on stupid, unnecessary things because it's a gold microphone. Do you know how many people in your continent, brother, died? Maybe paid $2 a day to get that gold. And you're rewarding the middleman for your people suffering instead of helping your people. You're allowing people to profit off of their freaking suffering, bro. You are a scummy piece of crap. You're a scummy asshole. I'm trying to keep it as PG as I possibly can. But anyone knows that this doesn't make sense if you really want to help people. And it annoys me because this guy's actually in a position to actually build something, actually build something. He's in a position, I know they say absolute power absolutely corrupts you or something like that. So I wouldn't know. But he could actually build something, help people, members of his church, to actually make something of themselves. But no, it's greed and he hoards it all for himself. And that's why he spends this money on stupidness, because he even knows he doesn't deserve this money. Take a look at this, bruv. Look at this freaking... Let me just watch my mouth in it, because UK be arresting people for saying certain things, you know what I mean?
Dangerous. Quiet people are dangerous. And I will give you shepherds according to my heart, who will feed you with knowledge and understanding. Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 15 NKJV.
Don't ever quote the Bible on me, you fraud, you cancer to the black community in this country, you illegal immigrant, bruv. Like, that's what he is. He's illegal. He's illegal. Nothing wrong with being an illegal immigrant, but this guy needs to be deported, bro. And here's another video showing the new tactics that they're employing to get people in.
Guys, I'm literally fuming. Why has SPAC Nation sent me an email to come to their wealth church? What kind of rubbishness? I am literally fuming. I am not your target audience. Do not message me. Do not add me to your email list when I never even asked to be on there. And why the heck have I been emailed?
Desperate. And they sell people the dream. They sell you the dream. They catch people when they're at their lowest, When I was younger, now this could never run, but when I was younger, I'd get stopped by certain 30-year-old guys who represent churches, and they'll come talk to me, man. Yeah, this, that, and they'll just tell me a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm thinking, bruv, I know how you scam churches operate, and you're the lowest of the low because you use fucking religion to rope people in and financially abuse them, bruv.
Allegations against the church included getting young people to donate money through loans, fraud, and even selling blood. The church was shut down after failing to account for nearly £2 million in funds. He argued the deportation would breach his human rights due to his British wife and community work. He also claimed...
Now, to most of us, and we haven't even taken a look at his freaking birthday party, bro. Look at this. Look at this. You're not copyrighting me, bro. Look at this. A pastor's birthday party. Bottles in the club. Spending bottles in the club. If you were really a fucking pastor who actually cared about people, yeah? If you really cared about people, you wouldn't be wasting money in clubs on stuff that is unholy. You'd be using that to actually improve people's lives, to stop people from suffering. You know how many people have probably come to him in his church and said, hey, I'm suffering right now. I need some baby formula. And he's probably said, oh, I'll pray for you. I can't. While he goes and buys a freaking... Well, the amount of money this guy's wasted on stupid things is despicable. It's despicable. And that money could have been used to actually better the lives of these people. Then we have another creature called Mariam Mola. Mariam Mola. She is obviously there to target the women, because you know how women are more likely to listen to other women. Same how men are more likely to listen to other men because we're the same gender. Yeah. If we take a look at the comments here, she would have chosen acting as her path. She deserves an Oscar. Seed. It says company dissolved, rebranding, a whole bunch of companies dissolved, whole bunch of nonsense going on here. Look at that, man. It's a cult, man.
So many people ask me, why do you do what you do? Why are you running an initiative? Why are you doing Women in the City? Why are you doing Mentor Matcher?
Founder of Mentor Matcher. What on earth is Mentor Matcher?
Why are you fighting to help other female powerlings help other women?
Female, help women. You see, these are the tactics, and I have to give it to them because they are smart in changing up their tactics. They've changed up their tactics now, all right, to find new ways to funnel people in. There's new ways because there's always a weakness you can prey on, you know? The religious route is I mean, it's never going to die, but fam, people know it. People see through it straight away. They've been branded as a scam church. So now it's like, oh, let's help other women, guys. Let's help other women, you know? Oh, you want to get your music out there? Yeah, let's get your music out there, but let's get God to help you do it. And while you're at it, give me 20% of every penny you make. And well, where's my 20% going? What's being built, brother? What's being built? Nothing's being built, okay? Nothing.
I grew up not very far from here, probably about 5 minutes down the road.
Sympathy.
And the reality is that there are loads of
And bruv, you know what it is? They always they always get attractive women to do it, bro. Always. Every time. You see an attractive woman, you're gonna listen. It's just how it is.
banks and really tall buildings and fancy glass buildings just around the corner. And the life on that side of the river and the life on this side is very different.
Ooh.
But what I wanted to do was bridge a gap between the women in the corporate world and younger women. And not only just young women, but women who actually need help. Everybody talks about corporate social responsibility and how important it is from a corporate perspective. What about some human social responsibility?
You see how she's saying fucking nothing? Yeah, you'll see that a lot with these cults. They're saying nothing. You know what I mean? And you have to sometimes you have to take yourself out of the craziness and you have to just sit back and be like, bruv, I'm not stupid. You have said nothing. Nothing. If she said something, tell me in the comment section below. And if you haven't liked the video already, guys, like it now. Let's get that out of the way.
What are we doing as female leaders to change what's happening in our local communities? The local communities.
What's happening? What? Freaking hell, bruv. Aye, we're not done with you though, Mariam. Hey, there's this video that was posted 10 months ago called Mariam Mola pressuring young girls to raise money for SPAC Nation. So you see what I just showed you guys? Yep, you see what I just showed you? That's a way to gain trust. Funnel them in. Sob story. Hey, we're all women, right? You know, and you obviously, she's going to mention corporate. Yeah, you're a young woman. You probably want to get in corporate. You know, women, I think in the UK, I think they said under 30s now. There's more women making over 100 grand a year than men now. So, you know, there's a big target audience over there, you know, and they've got money. You know, the women, it's not freaking 70 years ago. Now, women have money now, you know, so they're worth targeting. You know what I mean? You can target them. You can get some money out of here. And she's still doing it. Let's see this.
Guys,
let's take a look at these messages. Oh, it's a mission. Oh, more of the messages. We all gave £50 per day. We can raise £1,800 times 7. That's £12,600. That means all our pastors have a line. Should we do that? £12,600 for what, bitch? For what, bitch? Bitch. You are the devil in disguise, bitch. 12, where's that going? To buy Pastor Toby a gold freaking microphone. Tell him to sell the gold microphone and do what he needs to do with the money. Where's the money going? Do you not even have a fucking building for the church? Church? Where is it? It's a cult. And I freaking sympathize with all of the people who fall for this, because I know that you're going to see them in the comment section. Oh, my favorite one. Why are you hating on black people? Brother, are you skunked? Are you high? Are you actually... listen, I got autism. I might be special, but are you special? Brother, you fucking special. This guy is extracting from the black community and laughing at you while doing it. And he's good at it, bro. There's a reason why he hasn't been arrested. And there's two theories I have, all right? Maybe because MI6 wants them to keep doing this, you know? Maybe, I'm being so serious, you know? Maybe because MI6 or MI5, they handle local issues. They're like, nah, you know, leave him, bro. Let him keep him distracted. Or he's just that good and they're not able to prove it, you know? But he has been banned from being a director of a charity. You can go and check my other video if you guys want to see that. But let's keep going. So, story, if you ever get in trouble, make sure it's on money. Imagine I'm talking to PT, Pastor Toby Adeboyega, about bare stuff. He hears there is a need I haven't sorted. He G-checks me. A pastor G-checks you. A pastor is G-checking you. What is going on? Once I've sorted it, we can be friends again. Manipulation. All right, these are young girls. She's talking to young girls. Pastor Mariam, please hold it first. Build until I say otherwise. Like, she's part of our 10K, but I told her to send by accident. But that's already £600 now. We have 9.4K to go. What are you raising this money for? Can't let your family be caught weak. I want to know who's fighting with me. My family will bring 10, 20K. £200 was sent to Brixton Pulse. The fuck is Brixton Pulse? What is that? Mariam, where's the money going, Mariam? I need a total 20K, guys. I'm not playing. I need 20K. I need it. She needs it. Why do you need it? Yes, Ma. If we do this as one unit. Yes. What the fuck are we raising the money for, bitch? What are we raising this money for? Tell me. You can't tell me. Because it's probably your car, your house, or something, you selfish creature. Freaking hell. What more said? Please let us know how much is needed to balance out the figures for Love Line East when you can, so we can all work towards it. Work towards what? Putting more money in these lot's fucking pockets? Huh? We need this line to raise 5K. We are only on 1.5K. Despicable. 10 months ago. She's still doing this. I'm not going to Nigeria because I'll be in London getting money. Sorry, Ma, mobilizing more today from PK. Ma, I've just been watching how you mobilize and I have some concerns. Some of you are only interested in reaching your 1K. The instruction was in the chat that we mobilize as a family. Oh, yeah, we're a family. Yeah, we're a family. I'm going to exploit you, but we're a family. I love you, but I'm going to fuck you. That's what he's saying. That's what she's saying. Absolutely disgusting manipulation. And young girls will fall for this. She's manipulating young, mostly black women. You have built your line. Line. Are you a drug dealer, bruv? Are you a drug dealer, huh? Are you putting packs up your nons? Okay, I'm going too far. But she's disgusting. I was shocked by today. Found out that some leaders actually sit on seed and wait to be pushed. So if we haven't already, can everyone be bold and message leaders for any and everything they can give? They want to clean you out, bruv, in this economy. When you're a young person in this economy, bro, you know how hard it is? How hard it is to come by money? They want to lower the minimum wage for young people. Yeah, they're trying to sell that like it's a freaking good idea. Yeah, and they want to take away the NHS, but that's another discussion for another day. Oh, voice note.
Be the strongest. You guys are always going to sow the most. Keep raising, keep mobilizing, keep collecting seed, get people to give you seed. Then what happens at the end is that I sit down with Khadija and I look at the lines across the poles. It's not an east side thing. First, my priority is this line, but then I just start spreading it and scattering it everywhere to who needs 50, who needs 100, who needs 10. So your job is just to collect cash. That is it.
Collect cash for what? For what? Miriam, if you explain what you're collecting cash for, if you explain that, then, we can actually, maybe I'll shut up, but I won't shut up because you're talking nonsense. You're running a cult.
You just heard her expose herself. This is what they do at SPAC Nation. She'll raise a line, her own line, then she's got other lines to raise. So she's still telling these girls to just raise money continuously. She specifically said, your role, your job, in fact, she said, is just to collect cash. This has come out of Miriam Mola's mouth. So you heard her saying about 50K, 100...
Cash. Your job is to collect cash for the church. What does the church need the money for? Is that going to improve your life? No. And you know what's even worse? When Pastor Toby, why am I calling Adeboyega Pastor Toby? Fucking Adeboyega, fucking Mariam. Yeah? Once they get that money, they're going to tell you, you keep donating more and eventually you'll be able to live like me. See, I can throw a luxurious birthday party because of the money you give me, because God's given it to me. And if you keep donating, you'll eventually have that. Yeah, but Pastor, I need money to feed my daughter. Oh, it's fine. Just get, instead of feeding your daughter, give me all your money and I'll pray for you. And God willing, you guys are actually fucking scumbags. You guys are actually fucking this. Oh my God. It's actually irritating me.
These are the targets that are put out to different leaders at SPAC Nation. And she is part of a lot of them. So you guys can now understand why Miriam Mola is very dangerous to SPAC Nation. She's very dangerous to the black community. And she's destroying the black community. Our young sisters are being affected. Our young sisters are in debt because of this woman. You guys can see the pressure and the influence she has over these young people's lives. Some of them, it's even more scary because they live under her roof. So only God knows what goes on inside the house.
Only God knows. Oh my God. Can you imagine? We didn't even talk about their trap houses. You know, they got lines. They also got trap houses with terrible conditions. They get mansions. Oh yes, a mansion, but they got like 50 bunk beds, bro. You know what I mean? Like 50 people for one shower, bruv. And you're able to live there. You're able to flex. I live in a mansion. Meanwhile, they're fleecing you. They're taking your peas. And you're there under the guise of, I'm getting closer to God. And there are people stuck in this. But the problem with the cult is you can level up in the cult. You know, there are going to be the ones who level up in the cult who won't have a bad thing to say about it. But there are going to be the other ones who are just too far gone and just are going to be giving fucking Adeboyega and fucking Miriam their money for years, their money for over a decade. It's dark, guys. It's dark, guys. It's okay. Don't give them 48 hours. Do it. I know you. Do it tomorrow. Expose them tomorrow, bruv, because it's just there. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. You don't have to. I mean, if you subscribe to this channel, you know you don't have to. You know, give me 10% of your salary. You know, I'm not gonna say let's raise money. You know, raise money for what? Raise money for me, so I can stop making. Anyway, Chung Lee, what do you guys think? Chung Lee said they have people like this in China as well. Chung Lee says it's not just a UK problem, but the black community definitely needs to get rid of this cancer. I was gonna say, why don't call him a pastor? It's Chung Lee. It's Toby Adeboyega and Mariam Mola. Oh, there's even more videos of her and Gucci. Hold on a second. I didn't even see this one. Look at her. Look at her.
My name is Mrs. Tamar Michelle
Oh
Goff.
my God, she's worse than him.
Marion defrauded me about between 77 and 100,000 pounds. It really
£77,000.
feel right. Something just didn't feel right.
£77,000.
It was definitely a front for her to collect money and the people are not getting the products.
We made a lot of money. It was really good. I had challenges of fulfilling orders. Just everything was happening. I woke up one morning.
And remember, what she will probably do, right, is she's going to say, oh, you know what? We're freaking running a business. You know, we're running a business. Oh, we're running a freaking business. Meanwhile, she's saying, we need money. We need your money. There's no business. There's nothing being done. It's all a front. She's just taking your money and siphoning it off into her lifestyle. And the reason she's not in prison is because she's good at covering her tracks with that.
And I was arrested that morning, and then I went.
And they go on freaking live streams to people.
Yeah. And that was kind of it.
Look at her. Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world.
I said to my girls this morning, I don't know what you think is happening in this house. I tell you what to do with your finances. I tell you where you're going. It's not like you have an option. A house of order is a house that will prosper.
That was her whole agenda. Finding people with good credit or finding people who haven't taken out loans before and just doing whatever she can to completely destroy it and to just squeeze as much as she can out of them.
Please tell your audience they can believe what they like. Here I am, an undisputed winner, and nothing can change that. And you know what it is? These people are shameless. They're shameless people. They don't have shame. They don't operate with shame. They don't. That's why they're able to. That's why she's still doing this to this day. Because it works. And when you don't feel shame, I mean, it applies to everything. When you don't have shame, you can go very far in things because you don't give a fuck what other people think. She's not going to prison. She's getting her money. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. It's depressing.